Hi TTC fam, it's me Laura, and thanks so much for coming back to my channel. If you are new, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and if you are returning, welcome back. So you guys, I'm here for the long awaited story time, my HSG test. So, and not test, more like my HSG procedure. And I already did a video on this, but I do get asked this a lot. So I just wanted to go over what happened in my experience. I'm gonna link that video down below because there could be things that I have forgotten because it's been like a year and something since I had this procedure done. So yeah, but let's go ahead and talk about it from beginning to end. Alrighty, so first, I was going to my OBGYN office, and me and Larry had decided that we were trying to conceive, but we weren't able to. So when we went to the doctor, before my doctor would prescribe me Clomid or any type of ovulation medication, I had to go and get the HSG test done. So I'm at my OBGYN office. So yes, my OBGYN doctor, she is the one who set up the test for me, which was actually located at another office, which is at our hospital here in my city. So I had to go down to the hospital and I had to get the test done. So I had started researching and just reading on Google, just trying to see if there was somebody who had like some type of advice before I went and got the test. They give you like a sheet of information, but just to have like someone's personal experience is of course better. So I was looking on YouTube, I was looking on Google, I was reading the reviews and watching the videos. Some people said it was painful, some people said it was not. So I kind of took it, 50-50. But I wanted to make sure that I was gonna be okay. So I had actually read that you could take an Advil or an Aleve before the test, just to kind of help relieve with some of the pressure or the pain that's related to that test. So if you guys don't know what an HSG test is, that is when you are, first of all, your doctor will recommend that if you are on a TTC journey, you have PCOS, you're maybe having some issues, just to make sure that everything is okay. And the HSG test is when they actually inject dye into your fallopian tubes and they kind of blow it up to size so they can see what's going on, make sure they aren't blocked, or to make sure there's nothing there that needs to be removed. And yes, it is painful. So on the day, I had actually forgot, y'all. I had forgot on the day of my test to take the Advil or Aleve. So I went in there straight raw. I went in there straight raw, no meds, no medicine, nothing to help me with pain or pressure. I went in there just smiling, giggly, not knowing nothing, okay? But like I told y'all, I was reading reviews that some people said it wasn't that bad, it wasn't that painful. So I kind of took their word for it a little bit more than what I should have. But so I go there, of course we check in, me and Larry. Larry was not able to go back, so they allowed him to wait in the waiting room. And they took me back. I sat in this room, they gave me like a questionnaire sheet just to kind of, figure out what's going on, because the individuals who did the HSG test, I had never seen them before. So these were just doctors who worked at the hospital. But they were really sweet. It was a doctor and her PA. They were really sweet ladies. And when the time came for the procedure, they were just very nice, very inviting. So I appreciated that a lot. So it literally took no time. I literally checked in. They took me back to the room. I filled out my questionnaire. And then literally like 10 minutes after that, she came and she got me. When she came and got me, I went into a room. I undressed and everything. They gave me the little medical socks that they give you in the medical dress, with your tushy hanging out in the back. And the room is a surgery room. It has the big glass, I call it the eye, the big glass light there. So that way they, of course, like I said, it is more like a procedure, not just like a vaginal ultrasound. So when I get in there, as I said, there's two people. So the doctor's gonna be the one performing their procedure. She's gonna be looking at the screen to make sure she doesn't see anything. And then the PA was there kind of just for more like bedside care for me, like to make sure I was okay. So I laid down on the bed, of course, flat on my back. And of course, y'all know the position. I don't have to explain all of that. But the PA was there right by my side. She was like, the doctor was explaining to me what was, what she was gonna do, what was gonna happen, just making sure I knew what the HSG test was, which is when they, of course, I told you they inject the dye into your fallopian tube. And I told her, yeah, I kind of researched it and seen some stuff on YouTube. So the PA came and she was right there next to me and she was holding my hand. She was like, I'm just gonna hold your hand just because I know it can be a little bit pressured and sometimes it can kind of throw, if you, of course I've never had it before, so I don't know what to expect. So, honey, let me tell y'all. So like I said, I had already researched this. So when I went in, I didn't think it was gonna be painful. So I'm mad at those people who lied to me. No, I'm playing. But so she was holding my hand, and when that doctor went in to inject that stuff into me, I thought that I for real, okay, let's be honest. I really didn't think it was gonna hurt like that. I don't know why I thought that, but that was extremely painful. That was painful. It was a lot of pain and a lot of pressure. And it's no joke, for real. The lady was literally holding my hand. The nurse was. She was holding my hand. And I was about to break that lady's hand off of her arm. That's how much like pressure it was. Now, hold on. Let me just say this, ladies. If you can deal with pain and your pain tolerance is at a level of 10 and you're good, baby, you're good to go. But for me, for Laura, that stuff was it's not painful. It's the pressure. It's so much pressure. Like, it's so much pressure. And I'm just thinking to myself, like, am I gonna be able to have a baby? This is painful. So, and I know y'all like, what? Girl, you don't even make sense. What you mean? Of course having a baby is painful. I know. But this procedure is like crazy. Like, I was about to snap that lady's hand off and she was okay. And she was just being so nice. And she was like, oh, it's fine. I'm so sorry that it feels, you're experiencing so much pain. Like, I'm so sorry. Like, girl. So once they have you lay down and she injects it, it's not over. You have to rotate your hips so they can see everything. So while the pressure is still in there, she's like, okay, I'm so sorry, but I'm gonna have to move you to the other side. So I'm sitting there rotating my hips in pain. Like a tear almost came out my eye. Like, it was so painful. When she was done, I even went after she was done, and so first of all, let me go ahead and explain this. So once they were done with the procedure, she showed me the screen, and they did find a little polyp, there. And the polyp that they found, it had to be removed. So it was less than an inch. So of course, which they did contact my doctor regarding that. So that was just something that kind of stopped us from being able to move on to get the Clomid or the letrozole. So yeah, and which is when I had actually got my first surgery. You guys know I had the polyp removal, which cost me around $3,500. And my OB/GYN, she's actually a surgeon, so she actually did the procedure for me. But yeah, once I got off of that table, I went in the bathroom and I immediately started bleeding. And she had told me that, some women do bleed, some women don't, but I definitely did bleed. I don't remember if it stayed the next day. I want to say it went away like the following day. But yeah, I definitely did bleed. And that's why I said, like, you have to take every experience like on your own, because like I read all of that stuff and I didn't think it was gonna be like that, and it was totally different from what I thought. Again, like I said, if you have a high pain tolerance, then it's different for you, but for me, it was not. But yeah, that's basically just it, ladies. Like I said, if you have to go and get the procedure done, just make sure that you do contact your doctor, see if there's any advice they can give you on any medications you can take beforehand to kind of help you with the pain if you know your pain tolerance is really low, or just to help. Like I said, I researched it, and that Advil or Aleve is the one that keeps coming up, so those might be the only two medications, but still check with your doctor. But yes, ladies, that is it. That is my HSG experience. Like I said, I'm gonna link that video down below in my description so you guys can go and watch the actual video of me going to the doctor that day, in the room, filling out my paper, getting my surgery, my experience right after everything. So yeah, if you have had the HSG test done, let me know, how did it feel to you? Like, was it painful? Was it not? Did the doctors find anything? Like, y'all let me know. All right, so I will see you guys in my next vlog. Keep the faith, ladies. Keep your head up. We are chasing these BFPs, and we are going to get them. Okay? Bye.